error. And it's not just that one statue either, folks. I mean, there are so many of these statues. Women wearing veils, draped in veils, roses, bunches of flowers, all sorts of some of the most delicate things you can imagine, all carved in hard marble. You just really got to question how this was ever possible. And why would you go to all that trouble, but how would it be done? I mean, how could someone actually carve a statue such as the fisherman holding the net? Now, you've got a body beneath the net. It's just impossible to think that someone could have carved this. And you start to question whether perhaps these statues were the result of some form of 3D printing that was able to use marble as a medium to achieve that printing. Were they able to 3D print in stone in the old days, folks? Did that technology exist? And there was something that I discussed in my book back in 2005, a particular plant that Percy Fawcett talked about that was found in the Amazon that the Native Americans used to soften stone. And this was a plant extract, some form of crimson plant that they used to soften the stones, which is very likely how they built the walls in places such as Sacsayhuaman and Ollantaytambo in Peru. So was this particular substance also used to soften marble for 3D printers? I mean, it's a pretty out there question, but it's one that needs to be asked. We look at some of the temples that you see around the world as well, which suggest that this has happened. Now, temples such as Angkor Wat in Cambodia, this is an amazing place, folks. Geometrically perfect, and it's not just the original temple, not just the central temple of Angkor Wat as well. There's a whole complex which stretches out from Angkor Wat, and when you look at it, this is geometrically perfect, all of this carving, and almost every brick, almost every stone in the Angkor Wat complex is incredibly carved and uniformly carved and detailed carvings to the extent that it must have taken thousands of years to construct this place, unless perhaps it was the result of some form of 3D printing. You know, we can 3D print buildings now, and we are becoming very aware that the technology that the ancients had far surpassed the technology we've got now. So is it so incomprehensible to conceive that a lot of this artwork and a lot of these statues and a lot of these buildings were actually the result of 3D printing? Or if not 3D printing, then almost certainly the result of some form of lost technology that we simply don't have today.